DIY acupuncture featuring CO2 plus T3 plus B1 at sphenoxiphoid. This is Health in 5D. I'm Otis 5D.
Health in 5D with Otis 5D.
All right, so I just thought it's a good time to give a little love to the suboccipitals and neck muscles in general for posture, forward head posture, and talk about DIY acupuncture because the suboccipitals have a bunch of trigger points that can become very active and cause a lot of issues with neck pain in the back of the neck and, again, like a chronic forward head posture and even stuff with the eyes. So this is a great account. I highly encourage following this account at sphenoxiphoid. New article on the suboccipitals and posture. These are probably my favorite muscles because of how much they do despite their size. These are very small muscles. There's like a bunch of them. You'll see in the images. Far too much to fit into one post, but this should give a good overview. So these are the suboccipitals. There are 8. And you can do, each one of them has a trigger point. So you can theoretically, I meant to do this. I feel bad that I didn't. There was a video that I saw on Instagram. If you look up suboccipitals dry needling, you can find that video. And it's a physical therapist, and he has 8 needles in the back of someone's neck on each of the suboccipitals into the trigger points there. So he replies with his previous thread, your posture is determined by your eyes. This occurs with the help of small muscles on the bottom of your skull, the suboccipitals. So the suboccipitals connect your skull to your cervical spine. They're named for their position below the occipital bone, the occiput, which I believe is also known as either the atlas or the axis, I think. Movement, another thread, movement of the eyes, head, and neck are important contributors to the flow of cerebrospinal fluid. This occurs in part due to the myodural bridges. Again, all of this, like the fetus is formed at the medulla oblongata. So this area where the skull connects to the spine, if you really think about it, like you're this like stick with a like a ball on top of it, and the suboccipital muscles are some of the main muscles that attach the ball to the stick. That's like a very, like basic way to understand it. The eyes, via their connection to the suboccipitals, will influence the position of the jaw. This is often associated with lateral asymmetry, right? So one of the things is that this idea of lateral asymmetry, of just asymmetries in general, I highly recommend looking into the Postural Restoration Institute on YouTube and the work of Connor Harris, Conor, because they have really begun to, Zach Couples also, Z-A-C, and then Couples, as you C-U-P-P-L-E-S. They've really begun to like deeply reverse engineer the way that we get like out of whack based on the position of the tongue, the eyes, the jaw, the feet, and basically what happens at the top of the body radiates down, and what happens at the bottom of the body radiates up. So you can have hip pain, but in order to deal with that, you need to deal with your jaw or your tongue or your toe. And it sounds strange until it doesn't. That's all I can say for now. We can get into that at some other point. Okay, so then a reply says, note the eye movements in traditional Carnatic and Balinese dance. Drishti is the gaze direction, consciousness, and yoga and related disciplines. It's the basis of a lot of tricks in martial arts as well. So basically, this relationship between, what he's focused on is the relationship between the eyes and the suboccipital muscles and your sense of balance and your overall posture. But I wanted to just put that out there, basically, because I think it's something that very few people think about. And I want to add to that I've had tremendous, not only relief, but like, I don't know, like benefit. Like I feel solid doing acupuncture, dry needling on my own suboccipital muscles. Like sometimes I'll get a pain, especially on the left one, like, and it's pretty intense. And yeah, the ones on the sides here. Let's take a look again, and I'll change my little image filter so you can see the image a bit more clearly, hopefully. So you can see that here we go. You know what? I did it wrong. I should have just not inverted it. Okay. So these ones on the can I? Yeah. Okay. Good. Capture cursor. Can I make it? Nice. Okay. Cool. So you can see this one and this one for me personally, oftentimes have like they'll get trigger points, and it'll just be like this aching, and it'll go down kind of like the side of my neck. And if I put a needle right there, it's just like sweet relief. And so part of what I'm doing here is just, doing my part to spread the gospel of DIY acupuncture and dry needling. This has been the most profound intervention I have ever encountered, and I have tried everything. And there are many good things. By no means am I saying this is the only good thing, but it's the best by far. Like by far. For staying out of pain, like mobility, stretching, yes. But for like just chronic pain with restricted fascia or acute pain that just kind of comes on, dude, dry needling acupuncture is the best. And this culture we live in, like, I don't need to tell anybody, we all know this, is like we're forward all the time. So the scalene muscles, the pectoralis minor, and the suboccipitals, many more, but those in particular, dude, they just get effed with. And as if you get trigger points in your suboccipitals, that's part of why I'm sharing this, is like, it can lead to stuff with your eyes. It can lead to tension in your jaw, which can go down into your hips and create lateral asymmetry in your hips, which can go into your knees, ankles, feet, etc. I'm not trying to be a doom and gloom person. I'm just saying, like, this relatively minor seeming thing is not as minor as it seems at first glance. And so the ability to take care of this kind of stuff on yourself and put a needle right here or right here or right here or right here, which is not rocket science. This is very much not rocket science. And I have just benefited tremendously from teaching myself this and getting good at it to the point where if I have some kind of pain, I can just deal with it, and then it's kind of gone until it comes back again, and then I deal with it again. It's like brushing your teeth or shaving or whatever else. So take a look at that. I highly recommend. You can even ask AI. Just ask AI about the suboccipitals, about dry needling the suboccipitals, about suboccipital trigger points, and go from there. So with that said, feel free to leave a comment, write me, whatever. This is something I'm deeply passionate about. And you can ask for, if you have pain, can ask for, request a kind of video about the kind of pain you're in, etc. And we'll go from there. I really want to share this because it has profoundly improved my life. So with that said, you know what to do. Go fuck yourself. Peace.
Otis5D.xyz.
Go fuck yourself.